Fannie Mae now accepts rental payment history in the approval process. Hey everyone, Kevin Amolsch, Pine Financial Group, where we work together so you succeed. You found us here on YouTube, you found us here on Facebook. Please hit like, hit subscribe, leave some comments. We're trying to build a community. We want to help more real estate investors just like you. These videos on this channel is dedicated to the real estate investor, helping you make money. So help us out by hitting subscribe. Today we're going to go over a recent change with Fannie Mae that will help real estate investors, I believe, especially the real estate investors that are renting properties to future owners, like your rent-to-owns, your lease options, or if part of your strategy is to flip to first-time home buyers. So this change is big for you. The change is Fannie Mae now accepts rental payment history in the approval process. So this wasn't the case before. It was all based on your credit report. And you have lack of credit, or if you have bad credit, it was extremely challenging to get financing, especially for the first-time home buyers. They do a lot of stuff with cash and they don't have car loans and credit card payment history and all of that. So it's interesting that a lack of credit, even if it's what limited credit you have is extremely good, that lack of credit in the past would be a denial for the Fannie Mae. And these approvals come through what they call an automated underwriting system. So they just pushes your information into the computer and the computer says yes or no. So now these computers are going to account for rental income history. This is good for you flipping to first-time home buyers. So here's the thing. Fannie Mae has estimated in recent time, whatever that means, that about 17% of the denials through the automatic underwriting system would have been approved had they accounted for payment history on their rent. And your housing is typically your most expensive monthly payment. So if you have a good track record with that, it probably should be considered when you're getting an approval for a loan. So about 17% they think will help them loan more money to first-time home buyers, just help more people. So that's the plan here. So here's the rules. To qualify for this guideline change, you have to be a first-time home buyer. Okay, you have to have 12 months of consistent payment history, and it's documented in the bank statements. You have to be buying a primary home, and again, it's verified with your bank statement. So you have to have a checking account with the reoccurring rent payment. And this is going to be verified through the automated underwriting system. So they're going to look through the computer somehow at the bank statements and look for that rent. And if it's consistent for 12 months, it gets accounted for and it helps with the approval process. What I find interesting is as the computer's digging into the bank statements looking for consistent rent payments, if it doesn't see consistent rent payments, it doesn't take it into consideration at all. So if you have bad rent history, that does not impact the loan decision at all. Positive rental payment history does impact the credit decision. So I found that very interesting. So how does this help you as a real estate investor? Well, as I mentioned, if you're dealing with first-time home buyers and you could educate them that, hey, your rent income should be considered. So make sure you're working with a lender that understands the rental payment history will be considered when they input everything into the underwriting system. 1. 2, if you're doing any kind of rent to own, I do a lot of rent to own. I'd like to sell properties to my tenants. It makes it really easy to manage property if they're trying to own it, and I could get a little bit more rent. And there's lots of advantages that I've talked about in other videos. But if that's you, if you're doing rent to own to your tenants, this is perfect because you could help them get approved to purchase your home simply by setting up automatic payments for the rent each month, and then again work with a lender that understands that rental payment history will be positive in the consideration for the loan to buy your investment property. That's how you make your money. Hopefully this video was beneficial from you. I hope you learned something. Leave me some comments below. Please hit subscribe and check us out at pinefinancialgroup.com.